Hello bachon, this is Mohammad Inatullah from the SAIMEDHA Coaching Center, Koti, Hyderabad. So welcome to the video series of the Max Abhyasam Daily Dose. So in this Max Abhyasam Daily Dose topics, we have completed already in the previous videos. If you have not seen that, first see that previous videos. We have discussed the most important topics over there: functions, limits, continuity, differentiability, as well as we have completed periodicity and extreme values. Okay. Now in today's video, we have to discuss about a partial differentiation. Okay. So whatever the most important questions we are having, expected questions by using the time saving result which can appear in the ECET 2024, will be discussing from this topic. Okay. Partial differentiation. So before starting this topic over here, I want to inform you that SAIMEDHA Coaching Center, Koti, Hyderabad is providing the ECET coaching for the 2024 as well as 2025. But for specially, we are having the exclusive offer for the online students of the ECET 2024. For ECET 2024, we are giving an excellent offer, excellent opportunity. The students, those who have not started your preparation yet, so in this lesser period of time, how the preparation, how to do that preparation, we'll be having complete video lectures over here. Over here in this ECET 2024 full course we are having, in this video lectures, self-test, practice test, all that will be there. But in this 30 to 40 days of time, we can't see all that video lectures, chapter wise, topic wise, subject wise, whatever we are having, will be not having that much of time. So in this lesser period of time, what topics we have to prepare, what questions we have to prepare, from where we have to prepare, all that will be providing in the SAIMEDHA.in app. Okay. So in the SAIMEDHA.in app, for the students of the ECET 2024, we are giving this offer only for 2,900. Now what you will be getting in this offer means, compulsory you will be having the full course, but apart from that full course, we will be providing the gunshot bits over here. What we are providing? Gunshot bits. Gunshot bits means most expected important questions which can directly appear in the examination. Okay. So gunshot bits, previous year questions we are having. Apart from this, will be conducting the grand test. Okay, subject wise. Suppose if you are taking mathematics, for mathematics we'll be having 10 grand test, physics will be having 7, chemistry will be having 7, then engineering subject wise we are having approx 10 grand test will be having, then combination of MPC, then combination of all the engineering subjects. Last but not the least over here, mock test will be conducting over here. If you are writing that mock test, if you are writing that pre-set examination, then only you will be coming to know, you can guess that how many marks you will be scoring in the final examination of ECET 2024. Okay. So all this, how many bits we are having? 5,800 bits plus gunshot bits, previous year questions. If you are practicing this in this lesser period of time, that is sufficient. Then you will be getting the confidence that you can score the good marks and the good rank in the ECET examination. Okay. So if you want any information regarding this, you can contact on this given numbers over here. Now let us start the topic as partial differentiation. In this partial differentiation also, first before starting these questions, we will be discussing one concept over here. All these questions we will be discussing related to Euler's theorem, homogeneous function. Okay. Now first, what is the meaning of homogeneous function we are having? We will be discussing that part, and we will be having some formulae related to Euler's theorem. Okay. That part we will be writing over here. So first one we are taking it as f of x comma y. F of x comma y is said to be homogeneous, is said to be homogeneous, is said to be homogeneous function if f of lambda x comma lambda y is equals to lambda power n into f of x comma y. Okay. So this condition is most important over here. What we are having? F of lambda x comma lambda y, f of lambda x comma lambda y is equals to lambda power n into f of x comma y. Means whatever the function we are having with x variable and y variable. So in the place of x we have to write lambda x, in the place of y we have to write lambda y. After substituting that, what we are doing, we are writing in the form of lambda power n into f of x comma y. If we are able to write that form, then it will be homogeneous function. If you can't able to write that form, means it is not a homogeneous function. Okay, so this is a compulsory condition we are having for the homogeneous function over here. Some more forms also we are having: x power n into f of y by x we are having, y power n into f of x by y we are having. But we will be discussing only on this main important condition what we are having over here, this part. F of lambda x comma lambda y is equal to lambda power n into f of x comma y. Okay, this part we have taken. Simple concept what I have told you: in the place of x you have to write lambda x, in the place of y you have to write lambda y, then you have to write in the form of lambda power n into f of x comma y. That is called as homogeneous function. Okay, now let us discuss some Euler's theorem over here. What is the Euler's theorem we are having? Very simple concept we are having over here. Compulsory we will be getting the question from this part. Now what we are doing means, if u is equals to f of x comma y, what we have taken, some function we have taken. If u is equals to f of x comma y is a homogeneous function, is a homogeneous function, is a homogeneous function, then what we can do over here, homogeneous function, then first formula. What is the first formula we are having? X into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y, it is equals to, okay, like if you are seeing this question also, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus z into dou u by dou z we are having. In this we have taken two variables, that's why we are writing that part. If we are having three variables x, y, z, then we have to use this part, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus z into dou u by dou z. Okay, this part we have taken. Now for this we are writing the formula as a nu. What we are writing? Simple formula what we are having? Nu. What is n value? Means that lambda power n we have taken now. So what is the lambda power we are having? That value we have to take it as n value. Okay, so this is most important formula we are having, first formula. Now let us go with the next formula over here. X into dou square u divided by dou x square plus y into dou square u divided by dou x into dou y is equals to, now what we are having, n minus 1 into dou u by dou x. What is the formula? X into dou square u by dou x square plus y into dou square u by dou x into dou y, then we are having n minus 1 into dou u by dou x. Okay, now next one. What is the next formula? X into dou square u divided by dou x into dou y plus y into dou square u divided by dou y square, it is equals to n minus 1 into dou u by dou y. Okay, that is a third formula. But first formula is most important over here. Now let us go with the next formula now. If you are going with the next formula, we are having x square into dou square u by dou x square, okay, plus y square into dou square u divided by dou y square we have taken. Okay, next what we are taking, plus 2xy into what we are having, dou square u divided by dou x into dou y. Okay, this part we have taken. Now for this, what the formula we are having means n into n minus 1 into u. This is a formula. So these are the four formula we are having according to Euler's theorem. If u is equals to f of x comma y is a homogeneous function, then we are having this formula. Okay, but one of the most important formula what we are having means one more formula we are having over here. In this what we have taken, u is equals to f of x comma y. U is equals to f of x comma y, but we are taking now, if we are having f of u is equals to phi of x comma y. This is also homogeneous function. Means some function we are having over here. So whenever we are having some function, then we are writing it as phi of x comma y, then what will happen? Okay, it is also homogeneous function, then we are writing the same part over here. What we are having the formula, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y is equals to n into, over here what we have taken, n into u we have taken now, but over here n into f of u divided by f dash of u. Okay, like this we have taken away. Now by using this formula only, we have to solve all the questions of this today's video. Okay, now what we have taken, first formula, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y is equals to n into u. This one is most important formula we are having. Okay, Next important is this part, f of u is equals to phi of x comma y. Okay, this is also most important. Now we are having x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. Over here also x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. Same part we are having over here. How we have to identify means over here u is equals to, directly u is equals to is given. In this what we have taken, f of u we have taken. Okay. Now let us see this question. If u is equals to x cube plus y cube plus z cube plus 3xyz, then we have to find out this part. Okay. Now what I am taking means this part we will be taking it as first f of x comma y comma z. Okay. It is equals to, what is the question we are having? X cube plus y cube plus z cube plus 3xyz. Okay. This question we have taken. What I have told you for finding whether it is a homogeneous function or not. So what we have to do, in the place of x we have to write lambda x. In the place of y what we have to write lambda y. So over here also what we are writing now, f of x place means lambda x, y means lambda y, z means what we are having, lambda z. It is equals to, so it will become what, lambda x whole cube. Lambda x whole cube means what we can write, lambda cube into x cube plus lambda cube into y cube plus lambda cube into z cube plus 3 into, for x we have to write lambda x, for y we have to write lambda y, for z also we have to write lambda z. So lambda into lambda means what, lambda cube. Okay, again x y z. Okay, like this we have taken. After substituting the values, we have to convert into this form, lambda power n into f of x comma y. So if you want to convert that form, is what we can do over here, it is equals to, we can take lambda cube as common. If you are taking lambda cube as common, then what is left over here, x cube plus y cube plus z cube plus 3xyz. Okay, this part is left. Now if you are seeing this part, it is looking like our function over here. So we are writing this one as lambda cube into f of x comma y comma z. Okay, so we have converted in this form, lambda power n into f of x comma y. If it is z also means f of x comma y comma z. Okay. Now from this, after finding this, we have to find out the n value. What is n value we are having over here? 3. What is n value? 3 we are having. That n value is compulsory. Okay. Now x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus, if you are having z also means what, z into dou u by dou z. What is the formula we are having? N into u. So if you are writing this part as n into u, which is equals to, what is n value we are getting? 3. So 3u. What is the final answer we are having? 3u. Okay. 3u means which option? Fourth option. So for this first question, for explaining all this part means it has been taken so much time, but for the remaining questions directly what we have to do, we have to substitute the x value as lambda x, we have to substitute the y value as lambda y. After that we have to find out n value, and that n value we have to substitute in the question. That's it. Okay. Now let us see the next question over here. If u is equal to tan inverse of y by x, then the value of x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. Same question we are having over here, but in this, whenever we are getting this type of trigonometric part, inverse trigonometry we are getting, logarithmic we are getting, exponential we are getting, like this different types of functions if we are getting, so we have to send to the other side. If you are sending to the other side, then it will become what, f of u. Instead of u, it will become what, f of u. Okay. So let us write this part as, first we have to find out whether it is homogeneous or not. If you are taking homogeneous or not homogeneous means, suppose we are taking this part over here, tan inverse we have taken, tan inverse of y by x. Okay. So what we have done over here, tan inverse of lambda y divided by lambda x, means lambda gets cancelled. What we are getting over here, tan inverse of y by x, means we are getting the same question, but lambda part is not there. Whenever we want to define homogeneous function, we are defining in lambda power n into our question. F of x comma y means same question we are having, but lambda power n we are not getting over here. So whenever we are not getting any lambda part, what we have to do, we have to write this part as lambda power 0. What we have to write? Lambda power 0. Lambda power 0 means what will be n value now? N value will be equal to 0. Okay. Now just now what I have told you over here, let us see this question now. Whenever we are having this inverse trigonometry, let us try to send over there. So what we are taking, tan u is equals to y by x. Okay, like this we have taken. Now according to our question, what we are having, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. Okay, now the question is looking like f of u, tan u we are having, a tan u means it will become fifth formula, this formula f of u. If you are having only u on the left side, then it will become this formula. Understood this concept? If you are having only u on the left side, then formula is nu. If you are having f of u on the left side, then we are having this formula, n into f of u by f dash of u. Okay. Now let us see this part. So we are writing this one as n into f of u divided by f dash of u. So which is equals to n value 0 into n value 0 we have taken over here now. Okay. If you are not having lambda part, we have taken lambda power 0, means n value is equal to 0 we have taken. Now f of u, what is f of u we are having? This part will become f of u. Okay, this part will become f of u. So we are writing this part as a tan u divided by f dash. F dash means what we can write now? Means tan we have to differentiate. So if you are differentiating tan, d by dx of tan x will become what? Secant square x. Means we are writing this part as a secant square u, which is equals to 0 into this part 0, 0 divided by this part 0. What is the final answer we are getting? 0. Okay, option 1 is correct. Now let us go with the next question. If f of u is equal to g of x comma y and g of x comma y is a homogeneous function of degree n, then x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y is equals to k into f of u divided by f dash of u we are having. Okay, just now we have written this formula. Over here what we have taken, n into f of u by f dash of u. Okay, so what we are taking over here, n, k value is equals to n into f of u by f dash of u. Next question, if z is equal to sine inverse of x plus y by under root x plus root y, then 2 into x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y. Okay, now let us see this. Again we are having what? Sine inverse. First we have to check whether it is homogeneous function or not. So what we are doing over here, so we are writing this part as sine inverse. Sine inverse we are having now, means what we have taken, lambda x plus lambda y we have taken divided by root lambda into root x, okay, plus root lambda into root y. Okay, like this we have taken over here. So this sine inverse we are sending to the other side now. If you are sending this sine inverse, it will become what? Sine z we have taken. It is equals to, over here we are taking lambda as common from the numerator. It will become what? X plus y divided by, in this we are taking root lambda as common from the denominator. It will become what? Root x plus root y. Okay, simple concept. We are substituting the place of x lambda x, in the place of y we are substituting lambda y, then we have to take lambda as common. Okay, but over here lambda by root lambda we are having, but it should be lambda power n only. So what we are doing means it is equals to lambda power 1 we are having. What is this power we are having over here? Lambda power 1 by 2. Root lambda means lambda power 1 by 2. Lambda power 1 by 2 means bases are same in division. Powers should be subtracted. So what is the power we are having? 1. 1 minus, what is the power we are having? 1 by 2. Remaining part we are having the question, x plus y divided by root x plus root y. Okay, means 1 minus 1 by 2. So what we are getting over here? Lambda power 1 by 2. Means what is this 1 by 2 we are having? N value. So only our concept is we are not bothering about the remaining part. Only n value we have to concentrate over here. So 1 minus 1 by 2 means 1 by 2, n value is equals to 1 by 2 we are getting. Okay, now let us see this part over here, what we are having. Now we are having x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y is equals to, if we are having u, we will be writing nu like that, yes or no, nu like that, but if you are having z, we have to write nz. Okay, now as this part it is becoming like a f of z over here, f of u formula. What is f of u formula? We are having f of u is equals to phi of x comma y. Over here also, if you are having f of z is equals to phi of x comma y, then what we have to write? N into f of u divided by, so over here what we can write? N into f of u means f of z divided by f dash of z. Okay, like this we have taken over here. Now what is n value we are getting? 1 by 2. So let us substitute over here, 1 by 2 we have taken into f of z. What is f of z we are having? Sine inverse we have sent over there, sine z. So we are writing this part as sine z divided by, now f dash, d by dx of sine, it will become what? Cos. Okay, cos z. So sine z by cos z means we can write it as tan z over here. Okay, but over here we are having 2 already, 2 we have written as it is, and what is the answer for this part we are getting over there? 1 by 2 into sine by cos means what? Tan z. Okay, so this 2 gets cancelled. What is the final answer we are having? Tan z. So So see the question carefully what we are having. Either we are having only this part or else we are having with the 2 multiplied over there. See that carefully. Okay. So what's the answer we are getting over there? Tan z, means option number 1 is correct. Next, u is equal to sine inverse of root x minus root y by root x plus root y we are having. Okay. Now listen carefully. Sine inverse again we are sending over here, it will become what? A sine u. Okay, this part is completed. Now over here, if in the place of x what we are substituting lambda x, so it will become what? Root lambda into root x. Root lambda into root x we are taking root lambda into root x minus root lambda into root y divided by root lambda into root x plus root lambda into root y. Okay, like this we have taken. Now we are taking root lambda as common. If you are taking root lambda as common from numerator, what is left? Root x minus root y. Okay, denominator again we are taking root lambda as common. What is left? Root x plus root y. Okay, now this root lambda gets cancelled. Remaining part what we are having, that is our question. Means we are not having any lambda part. If we are not having any lambda part, I have already told you what we have to take now, lambda power 0. If you are taking lambda power 0, then this will become what? N value. It will become what? N value. Now again we are having sine u now. If you are having sine u over here, sine u is equals to root x minus root y divided by root x plus root y. Okay. Now according to this formula, what is the formula we are having? X into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y is equals to what we are having, n into f of u divided by f dash of u. Okay, this part we are having over here. What is the n value we are getting? 0. So if you are getting this 0 value, 0 into f of u means sine u we are having, then d by dx of sine means cos. Okay, this part we are getting. But over here, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y is equals to 0. 0 into that part means 0 we are getting. But in the question, it is not asking x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. It is asking only dou u by dou x value. If it is asking only dou u by dou x value, let us send this complete part to the other side. So it will become what? X into dou u by dou x is equals to minus y into dou u by dou y. Okay. Then x we are sending over here. Finally, what we are getting the answer? Dou u by dou x is equals to minus y by x into dou u by dou y. Minus y by x into dou u by dou y. That is dou u by dou x value. So over here also only dou u by dou x value means minus y by x into dou u by dou y means fourth option is correct. Now let us go with the next question. U is equal to secant inverse. Again secant inverse is given, we have to send to the other side. X cube minus y cube by x plus y we are having. Okay. Now in the place of x what we are substituting? Lambda x. So lambda cube x cube, lambda cube y cube. Over here lambda x, over here lambda x, means in the numerator what we can take as common? Lambda cube we can take as common. Lambda cube we can take as common. In the denominator what we can take? Lambda. Remaining part what we are having over here? We are having the function. Okay, remaining part we have taken the function over here. Okay. Now this one lambda gets cancelled. Now it is left with lambda square. Now in this lambda square, what is n value we are having? 2. Okay. Because you have to do all this in the examination, means no need to write every step over here. Only for understanding purpose I have explained one step by step for the starting questions. Over here we are concentrating only n value what we are having, that n value we have to find. Okay. So you can do mentally over here, mental calculations we have to do, and we will be finding directly n value what we are having. Okay. So n value we have taken. Now for this, as it is secant inverse going over there, it will become what? Secant u. Secant u is equals to x cube minus y cube divided by x plus y. Okay, like this we have taken. So x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y means what we are having? N into f of u divided by f dash of u is equals to, what is n value we are having? 2. N value is equals to 2 I have taken, into what is f of u we are having? Secant u. Okay, divided by, now f dash, d by dx of secant x is equals to secant x into tan x. So we are writing this part as secant u into tan u. Secant gets cancelled is equals to 2 by tan u, or else what we can write? 2, 1 by tan. 1 by tan means what? Cot u. Okay. So 2 into cot u is the answer. So let us go with the fourth option. Fourth option is correct. Next one, u is equals to cos of xy plus yz plus zx divided by x square plus y square plus z square. Now in this, again let us see this part. Cos we are having now. Directly if you are taking this one, listen carefully. In the place of x, what we have tried? Lambda x. In the place of y, what we have tried? Lambda y. So lambda into lambda, lambda square. Okay. Over here, lambda into lambda, lambda square. Over here, lambda into lambda, lambda square. Okay. In this part, lambda square x square. Okay. Next, lambda square y square, lambda square z square. Means from the numerator, what we can take as common? Lambda square we can take as common. Over here, we are taking lambda square as common. Lambda square gets cancelled. If lambda square gets cancelled, nothing is left. So lambda power 0. What is n value? 0. If n value is equal to 0, as we are having cos function, cos inverse, tan inverse, whatever it may be. Okay. Now see this part. Whenever we are getting n value is equal to 0, if you are taking this formula, for u is equals to 0 into u means 0. If you are taking this formula also, 0 into f of u, 0, 0 divided by f dash of u, 0. If you are taking any formula also, if n value is equal to 0, the final answer will be what? 0 itself. Okay. So for this also, as we are getting n value is equal to 0, directly let us go with 0 itself. Okay. Next part, u is equal to log of x power 4 plus y power 4 by x minus y we are having. Log function we are having, a log function we have to send to the other side. Now let us see this one what we are getting, lambda power 4, okay, lambda power 4 means we have taken lambda power 4 as common, divided by lambda, we have taken lambda as common, remaining part we are having it as a function. Okay. Now 1 lambda gets cancelled, what is left? Lambda cube, means n value is equals to what? 3. Like this, by using shortcuts we are solving this questions. So n value what we are having? 3. If n value is equal to 3, now this log we are sending over there, now it will become what? E power u. Whenever we are sending log to the other side, it will become what? E power exponential. So as it is becoming e power u is equals to x power 4 plus y power 4 divided by x minus y. Okay. Now for this, what is the formula we are having? N into f of u divided by f dash of u. Okay. It is equals to, what is n value we are having? 3. 3 into, what is f of u? F of u we are having it as e power u. Now d by dx of e power x. D by dx of e power x means what? E power x only. So e power u gets cancelled. What is the answer? 3. 3 means let us go with the option number 3. Okay. Next part. If u is equals to e power x square plus y square divided by 2xy, then x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. Okay. Now in this, again e we are having exponential form. If you are sending to the other side, it will become what? Log. Okay. Log we are sending to the other side, it will become what? E power. So over here also we are sending this part. But let us see this lambda value. First we have to concentrate on lambda value. Okay. So lambda square we have taken common, divided by lambda x into lambda y, lambda into lambda square gets cancelled. What is n value? 0, because we have tried lambda power 0. So n value 0 means if you are taking the first formula or last formula, if you are applying the n value means what will be the answer? 0. So 0 means option number 1 is correct. Next part, if f of x comma y is equal to 1 by x square plus 1 by xy plus log x minus log y by x square plus y square we are having. Okay. Now let us see this question now. So if you are seeing this part, what we are having, what we can say this one, for this complete part, in the place of 1 by lambda square into x square, okay, plus 1 by lambda x into lambda y, means what we can write? Lambda square x y, okay, plus over here lambda square means lambda square we have taken as common, then x square plus y square, okay, like this we have taken. But over here, if you are substituting in the place of x lambda x, in the place of y lambda y, we can't take lambda as common because it is log lambda x, log lambda y, we can't take lambda as common for the logarithmic function. So what we are doing means, listen carefully, this is looking like in the form of log a minus log b. What is the formula for log a minus log b? We are having log a by b. What is the formula? Log a by b. So let us write this part as log a by b, means x by y we are having. In the place of x, what we have tried? Lambda x divided by lambda y. Lambda gets cancelled. Over there lambda gets cancelled. Now over here in the denominator we are having lambda square. We can take that part as common. So if you are taking 1 by lambda square as common, now the remaining part will become what? F of x comma y. Remaining part, it is becoming our same question. Now 1 by lambda square means what we can write? Lambda power minus 2. So this minus 2 we are having it as a n value. What is minus 2? We are having n value. Okay. Now see this part, what we are getting. So for this we are using the formula as, okay, we are having the question as x into dou f by dou x plus y into dou f by dou y plus 2f of x comma y. Okay. Now we are having this part. Now listen carefully what we are doing. For this, what is the formula we are having over here? N into u. Yes or no? N into u we are having. What is n value? Minus 2. So minus 2 we have taken. Now in the question it has been given, it has not given u over here. If you are having u means you have to write u over there. But if it is given f means we have to write f. If it is given z means we have to write z over here. Okay. How we have written the formula now? We have written one formula over here. What is the formula we are having? See this part over here. Nu we have taken. Why we have written Nu? Because u is equals to means Nu. Z is equals to Nz. Understood? F is equals to Nf. Okay, like that we have to write. Similarly, over here also let us apply the same concept. So what we can do now, minus 2, and we are writing this part as f of x comma y. Okay. Now plus again something extra part we are having as 2 into f of x comma y. Okay. So this part gets cancelled. What is the answer? 0. So see the complete question carefully, then only you can solve this part. 0 means let us go with the first option. Now next one, z is equals to x power 1 by 25 minus y power 1 by 25 divided by x power 1 by 20 plus y power 1 by 20 we are having. Okay. Now let us see this part. So in the place of x we are writing lambda x. Okay. Now in our previous question, how we have taken root lambda separately over here. See this part, root lambda into root x. Similarly over here also what we can do now, lambda power 1 by 25 into x power 1 by 25 minus lambda power 1 by 25 into y power 1 by 25, means I have taken lambda power 1 by 25 as common. Then what is left? X power 1 by 25 minus y power 1 by 25. Okay. Now divided by, in this also lambda power 1 by 20, lambda power 1 by 20, means lambda power 1 by 20 is common. Then x power 1 by 20 plus y power 1 by 20. Okay. We are having this part. Now this complete part, it is looking like our same question only. Now bases are same in division, power should be subtracted. So lambda power 1 by 25 minus 1 by 20, then what we can write over here, it is equals to lambda power. Okay. Now we have to take out the LCM over here. If you are taking out the LCM means what we can do with this part now, 20 we are having, 25 we are having over here, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. Okay. Then next what we can do, if you are going with 4 table we are having, then next we are having it as a 5. Okay. So 5 5s are 25, 25 4s are 100. Okay. So we are getting the LCM as 100 over here. Understood? Now 25 100 means 25 4s are, 25 4s are means 4 1s are 4. Next minus, now 20 we are having, in 20 means 100 it will be coming for 5 times. So 25s are means 5 1s are, it will be minus 5. So it is equals to what we are getting, lambda power 4 minus 5 will become minus 1 by 100. Okay. I think you know this simplification what we are in, simple LCM part we are doing over here, we will be getting the answer as minus 1 by 100. So if you are getting minus 1 by 100 over here, then this value is equals to n value, that is n value. Now x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y means what is the answer we are having now? Nz. Nz means what is n value? Minus 1 by 100 into z. Okay. So we can go with third option, minus z by 100. Now next question, if u is equals to log of x square by y, then x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y. Okay. Log again we are sending over there, it will become what? E power u is equals to x square by y. Okay. Now for this we are writing lambda square and over here we are writing lambda. So lambda square lambda, 1 lambda gets cancelled. What is left? Lambda power 1 means 1 is what? N value. Okay. Now for f of u part, f of u, then what we have to write, n into f of u divided by f dash of u, which is equals to, what is n value? 1 into, what is f of u we are having? E power u. So e power u, next d by dx of e power u, d by dx of e power x means e power x. Okay. So e power u gets cancelled. What is the final answer? 1. So 1 means let us go with option number 2. Next part, z is equals to x into e power x by y plus tan inverse of y by x. Listen carefully. Over here, lambda gets cancelled. Lambda by lambda cancel. Lambda by lambda cancelled. Over here only we are getting lambda. Means if you are writing lambda over here, then remaining part it is becoming what? A function. So if you are having only lambda power 1 means what is n value we are having over here? 1. N value is equals to 1. Now we have to find out, listen carefully, x square into dou square z by dou x square plus 2xy into dou square z by dou x into dou y plus y square into dou square z by dou y square. For this, I have given you already formula. What is the formula we are having over here? This part, n into n minus 1 into u. N into n minus 1 into u means, let us apply the formula over here. N into n minus 1 into z. U means we are having z over here, I have written z. Now what is n value we are having? 1. 1 into 1 minus 1 into z, which is equals to 1 minus 1, 0. 0 into this part, completely 0. So option 1 is correct. Okay. Next one. If f of x comma y is equals to ax square plus 2hxy plus 2by square, then again similar type of question we are having over here. Now for this again, what is the formula? N into n minus 1 into f of x comma y. Okay, f of x comma y, like that we are having. Now what is n value? Listen carefully. In the place of x we are writing lambda, means lambda square. We are having lambda square. Lambda x into lambda y means lambda into lambda square. Over here also lambda square. We are taking lambda square as common. If you are taking lambda square as common, we are not having any denominator. Means this part itself, it will be becoming n value. Okay. Now let us substitute the n value over here. 2 we have taken. Then 2 minus 1 means 1. 2 into f of x minus y. Sorry, x comma y. So 2 into f means, let us go with the option number 3. Now let us see the next question over here. If u is equals to under root x square minus y square sine inverse of y by x, then x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y we are having. Okay. Now again in the place of x, if you are writing lambda x, lambda y, lambda gets cancelled. Over here we will be getting lambda square, we will be taking lambda square as common. Suppose we are having like this. We have taken lambda square as common and we will be getting x square minus y square into sine inverse of y by x. This lambda cancelled over there. Okay. Now if you are giving this under root for lambda square means it will become what? Lambda, then under root x square minus y square into sine inverse of y by x. Okay, this part. Now if you are getting lambda over here, if you are getting lambda power 1, what is n value we are having? 1. Okay, so n value is equals to 1 for this question. Now according to this, what we are writing now? N into u. We are having the formula as n into u is equals to, what is n value? 1. 1 into u means what? U. Okay, so option number 2 is correct. Let us go with the next question. If z is equal to secant inverse of x power 4 plus y power 4 minus 8x square y square by x square plus y square. Okay, this secant inverse we are sending over here, it will become what? Secant z. Okay, now in this part what we are, lambda power 4, lambda square into lambda power 4. So we are taking lambda power 4 as common from the numerator. Okay, divided by lambda square, we are taking lambda square as common from the denominator. So this lambda square gets cancelled. What is left now? Lambda square. What is n value? 2. So n value is equal to 2 we are getting. Okay. Now for this part, what is the formula we are having? N into f of z divided by f dash of z. Okay. So it is equals, what is n value we are getting? 2. 2 into, what is f of z we are having? Secant z. So d by dx of secant x is equals to secant x into tan x. Okay, secant gets cancelled. 2 we are having. 1 by tan is equals to what? Cot z. Okay, so let us go with the option number 2. Okay, this part we have taken. Now next question. If z is equals to y by x, sin x by y plus cos of 1 plus y by x. Over here lambda cancel, lambda cancel. If you are not getting any lambda over there, then what we have tried? Lambda power 0. What is n value now? 0. Okay. Now whenever we are writing this question now, what we are having? X into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y is equals to 0. We are getting the answer as 0 over here. Because n value 0 means we will be getting the answer as 0. But in this question it is asking only this part, x into dou z by dou x. So x into dou z by dou x means what we can write? Dou z by dou x is equals to minus y into dou z by dou y. Okay, this is the answer. So minus y into dou z by dou y means, let us go with the second option over here. Okay, second option is correct. Now let us see the last question over here. If z is equal to sine of x by y plus cos of x by y, then x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y. Okay, over here also lambda gets cancelled, lambda gets cancelled. If you are not having any lambda, then we have tried lambda power 0. Then what is n value? N value 0. If n value is 0, for this complete part, what is the answer? 0 itself. Okay, so option number 1 is correct. Okay, so with this we have completed the most important questions of the partial differentiation. Okay, by analyzing the previous ECET questions what we are having, by analyzing all that previous ECET questions, we have taken all these important questions which can be coming in the ECET 2024. Okay, now one more time I want to remind you that SAIMEDHA Coaching Center Koti Hyderabad is providing coaching for 2024 as well as 2025. So the students, those who have not started your preparation yet, for your purpose only, we have started the new batch, a short batch we have, short-term batch we have started over here, that is only for 2,900, especially for 2024 students that complete online course we are having. Complete full course will be there, then gunshot bits we are having, then plus previous year questions, what are the complete previous ECET questions will be having, complete will be available over here with the video solutions. Okay, apart from this, we will be conducting the grand test also in mathematics, physics, chemistries, engineering subject wise, then combination of maths, physics, chemistry, combination of all the engineering subjects, then finally we will be conducting the mock test over here. If you are writing all this grand test, if you are practicing these bits what we are having, 5,800 bits plus gunshot bits what we are having, previous year questions what we are, if you are practicing all these bits, you can crack the ECET examination with the good rank over here. Okay, so start your preparation, don't waste your time. Now also you can crack the examination with the good marks and the good rank over here. If you are practicing all these gunshot bits what we are having, previous year questions what we are having, then grand test bits, 5,800 bits we are having. So all this will be available in the SAIMEDHA.in app, and we are giving an exclusive offer for the online course for the ECET 2024 students, that is 2,900 only. If you want any information regarding this, you can contact on this given numbers. So please share this video with your friends, share in your WhatsApp groups. Thank you very much.